All right, let's talk about that box of wires and light that's probably sitting on your desk right now. Yep, your computer. We're going to break down exactly what it is and how it works, starting from square one. Let's dive right in. Have you ever just stopped and wondered what actually happens when you click on an icon? It feels kind of like magic, right? But it's not. It's actually a really cool, totally logical process. And today, we're going to pull back that curtain.
So, here's the game plan. It all really boils down to these 6 big ideas. We're going to start with the basics and see how each one connects to the next, building up to the powerful tools we use literally every single day.
Okay, so let's start with the biggest question of all. What even is a computer at its core? Let's build a definition from the ground up. Now, what does that really mean in plain English? Well, think of a computer like a super smart, incredibly fast chef. The ingredients you give it, that's the data. The recipe you hand over, those are the instructions. The computer just follows that recipe perfectly at a speed you can't even imagine to cook up whatever you asked for, a document, a website, you name it. You know, every single computer, I don't care if it's your phone or a massive supercomputer, is basically made of 2 halves that have to work together. Let's call them the body and the brain of the machine. So on one side, you've got hardware. This is all the physical stuff, the parts you can literally reach out and touch. The screen, the keyboard, all those little chips and wires inside. It's the computer's body. And then, on the other side, you've got the software. Those are the instructions, the programs, the apps. You can't touch software, but it's what tells the hardware what to do. It's kind of like the computer's thoughts, maybe even its soul. Okay, so you have a body and a brain, hardware and software. How do they actually work together without making a total mess? Well, they need a manager, and that's where the most important piece of software of all comes into play. We're talking about the operating system, or the OS. Honestly, you can just think of it as the boss. It's the conductor of the orchestra, the air traffic controller. It manages everything, all the hardware, all the other software, and makes sure they all play nicely together. You actually see the OS do its thing every single time you turn on your computer. When you hit that power button, first, the system does a quick check of all its physical parts. Then, the operating system starts to load up, taking control of the whole machine. And only when the OS gives the all clear is your computer ready for you to use. All right, the computer is on, the OS is running the show. So how do we actually talk to it? Well, it's all about a simple conversation, a back and forth between something called input and output. We start the conversation with input. An input device is just anything you use to put in new information. So every time you type something on your keyboard, or clip your mouse, or even talk into a microphone, you're giving the computer an input, a command, something to work with. And then the computer talks back to us through output. This is just how it shows us the result of what it did. The words that pop up on your screen, the music playing from your speakers, that document sliding out of the printer, that's all output. It's the computer saying, hey, I got your message and here's what I did. So, we get the machine, we get how to talk to it, but what do we actually do with it? For that, we need specific tools. We need our toolbox, which is full of applications, or as we all call them, apps. Applications are just specialized software, and each one is built for a very specific job. You know these, right? Word processors are for writing, spreadsheets help you organize numbers and data, and presentation software lets you share your ideas. Each one is a different tool for a different task. And finally, this is where it all comes together, connecting to the world. Tools like email and the internet use every single thing we've just talked about. Your keyboard, that's input, lets you type a search. The OS and your web browser, that's the software, process your request, sending it through your hardware to the entire globe. And the results that pop up on your screen, that's your output. It's pretty amazing, really. So there it is. The hardware is the body, the software is the mind. The operating system is the manager that makes sure they work together. And you're the director. You're the one giving the inputs that make it all happen. Put all those pieces together, and you get the incredibly powerful tool that's sitting right in front of you. So, we've done it. We've demystified the machine. It's not just some magic backs anymore, is it? It's a logical system that, you know what, you now understand. By getting these basic ideas, you've gone from just being a user to being someone who's really in the driver's seat. So the only question left is, what are you going to create with it?